Twitch is messing up again. I've got to do some troubleshooting on that and see what the hell. Alright, we should be live. No, it's the Twitch. It's fucking... I know. I don't know why. Oh. I got boobs and everything. Yes, I do have a duck on my boob. It's fat electrician merch. Yeah. Oh, that's not the right one. There it is. Showing the space on the stream. What up? Nothing. What? No, men don't know nothing to include grammar. Come on now. Yeah, that was. Yeah. I know. Well, all that damn grammar. We don't know grammar. I don't know. I think it's a cracker. I don't know. Isn't that the kind of crackers you use for like s'mores or something? I don't know. Yeah. That's what yeah. Jinx is so racist. I know, that took a turn, didn't it? Went from sexist to racist. I know, she's so rude. Hello, Inquisition. Yeah, I can be. Yeah. Yeah, can y'all hear my 3D printer in the background? I might have to... if y'all hear some weird ass fucking robotic noises, it's not my robot penis, it's my 3D printer. Yeah. I mean, it's in an enclosure, so most of the sound is internal. Yeah. I don't know if she said that, though. That most of her sound is internal? I felt like I wouldn't be doing it right if, like, the neighbors couldn't hear and shit. Like, you know you ain't doing it right unless you've had the cops called on you a couple times thinking you're torturing somebody. Oh shit, I put it on surround sound. You think I'm playing? I had to turn that fucking fan off. And then I'm gonna have to get up and turn it back on because it was... Huh? That's also what she said fits right in. What? Yeah, I heard it. I don't know. Just because he wants to listen, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Maybe we're talking about something important. I don't know. It's just like a woman. What's up? Yeah. Then every once in a while I'll doom scroll. But I don't know if I can doom scroll right now because I haven't really been on X, so I don't even know what my feed looks like. Well, why not? Talk. Talk real quick. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Nobody's coming through but me. Wonderful. 1 second. Well, that was a weird ass conversation then, wasn't it, Inquisition? Well, I bet you that sounded weird as fuck, only having my version of it. Damn. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I don't know why still. I'm still trying to figure out why. Oh, I know why. Alright, talk now.
I'm talking.
Yeah, alright.
Now I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, that's fixed. Alright. I had turned off the thing to not feedback through one of my games. That's what it was. What's up, Shadow? That's in my X Live, if you were wondering.
Did you guys see Retard Finder was in here for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I offered him a microphone and the Roo Rider didn't take it, and I'm very disappointed.
He came in last time too.
I think he ever talks in a space.
No, but he normally takes the mic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because then notifications go out that he's speaking in a space.
Yeah.
Right. Which is always nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Some of the people that follow Retard Finder are the people that he found, but yeah. You know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it when he followed me because he only follows a few hundred people, you know. So.
Oh, holy shit! You see who's in here?
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's AP.
Oh my god! I am so.
I'm giving the Angry Bear a microphone.
Yes, Angry Bird.
Oh.
No, Angry Bear, not Angry Bird.
Angry Bears. That was a cartoon, wasn't it? I think it was.
Angry Bird was a video.
Angry Bears.
Oh, Angry Bears? No, that's Angry Beavers.
Oh yeah, yeah, same shit. Same shit.
I guess we can start calling him Angry Beaver.
Well, there you go. What's up, Angry Beaver?
You know Dagwood.
Angry Beaver?
Not Hungry Beaver.
I think he said Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Yeah.
AP doesn't want to take a microphone. Come on, AP.
Whatever.
I think Jinxie has a Hungry Beaver.
Yeah.
Crickets, yes. I'm not on my phone, so I can't do the crickets.
I can't either. So. That sucks that there's no soundboard. That sucks that there's no soundboard for web.
You know what that means? We just need to find a soundboard on our computers so that whoever's streaming, it'll come across.
I mean, I can soundboard whatever very easily, actually.
Well, that's what we need to do. We need a soundboard.
Okay, 1 second. I'll be right with you.
I have one up. I have one upstairs, but it's upstairs, and that would require me getting up again, and that's.
Yeah, I would like put one on my phone that I could just play over the microphone, but chances are it would gate, or because I'd have to have volume up, so I'd get some sort of notifications that would keep going off, and it would be really annoying. So I'm not going to do that.
Meme sounds soundboard. Let's see what that is.
Oh boy.
It's free, so we'll see. Might be good, might be shitty.
If you have not already, please repost the space.
Yeah, because most of these are like actual professional soundboards where you can record snips and then play them back, which would actually be pretty cool, but I'm not doing that right now.
I reposted the live stream. Does that count? Or do you want me to repost both?
It's whatever.
Either one works.
All right.
If you're on the
I
live
reposted.
stream and you want to talk, you can join the space. If you're on the space and you don't want to talk, you can join the live stream. Look at there. We got something for everybody.
Truth is having computer issues again, apparently.
And if you want somebody that always has computer issues, you can follow Truth. Oh, what?
Fuck up.
Well, we do need to sit down and like just go through your settings and shit and make like, because you shouldn't have computer issues every time.
It's like clockwork.
Look for
know.
Wi-Fi in my room.
Well, didn't you plug in the Wi-Fi extender? Like we talked
Yeah.
about?
It's still better, but it still has issues.
Okay, so
It
that
sounded
means the
like
other
you-
thing we talked about is what you need to do, and
It's
that's
too close.
run Ethernet from your modem. Just run it along the baseboards, and like, because that way you can tuck it under the baseboards so no one can see it, and run it to your computer. Because
Or
Wi-Fi is ass.
you can get the Ethernet over power adapter from Best Buy, Walmart, whatever. And you plug one end in over next to your router. You plug a Ethernet cable into it, and then you plug another end over into like right next to your computer, and then you put another Ethernet cord into that, and then it sends your Ethernet over your power in your house, which is really cool. It's actually
Send me a
really,
link to that. Check.
yeah. Let me see.
What if you live in an old farmhouse?
It doesn't matter as long as you ain't trying to go through a transformer. You're good.
Oh, I just didn't know how Knob and Food would be affected by that.
No, still would work because it's just using little electrical signals. You might have a little bit more noise on, the tube stuff, but
Yeah,
You know,
interference. Your real life, it's about 300, 400 on a good day. Another way to do it is look for there's a product called Invisalite, which is a 10G fiber that's about I don't know, few strain of hair. So yes, you can tuck it onto the baseboard. Then you're just running conduit to conduit, running a SPF plus. $60 for like what, $250 on Amazon, but yeah.
to see. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna put the link in the DMs. Truth.
Thank you.
Or just run Unify or Cisco.
Yeah.
Network at your home.
Yeah, yeah. Truth is about a kindergarten level of technology knowledge.
Oh, shut up.
So,
At least for
It needs a
straight.
lot of hand holding.
yeah, I would not want to walk him through setting that shit up.
He still doesn't
Uh,
color in between the lines.
Truth
On
is
purpose.
okay. I'm about a preschool level, so
You know-
kindergarten. You're looking good to me, brother.
I purposely would not color in between the lines just to piss off my teacher because I knew it pissed her off.
Yeah, so it's just Wi-Fi extender. You're just gonna daisy chain that shit. 6 ways to the moon, right?
What?
Jinx's favorite kind of student.
No, not his extender.
That's an eh?
You're
You
the
like
type
the
of
you like
person
the
that-
kids who color in the lines? That's funny.
At least you're not the type of person that colors a tree red, the sky green, and the grass purple. Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen the ad hoc art project that I had to do with my class.
Hold up, grasses are
Friday.
purple.
Because our art docents, we have like 5 classroom moms that show up once a month to do art docent, and none of them could make it on Friday. Like, can we postpone until next week? Like 30 minutes before they were supposed to be there to do the lesson. And I'm like, okay, so I've got like 45 minutes to an hour that I got to figure out what to do with. So I did an ad hoc art project with just supplies I had in my room already. And so we were doing like oil pastel haloed silhouettes of like shapes. And so I was doing like spring themed. So they had to like draw like a flower or a butterfly and, you know, things like that. And then, you know, then they cut it out on a piece of paper, and then they would use the oil pastels and hold it down on a black piece of construction paper. And they just like take the oil pastels and like draw lines coming out from the shape. So you end up with like the full silhouette of the shape, and then it's like haloed, and then you kind of blend the colors together with your fingers or Q-tips or tissue or whatever.
That
The
sounds
shapes
like a lot
these
of fun.
kids drew and cut out. Oh my gosh, it was really bad. It was so bad. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna draw a pumpkin, and it's this weird like squiggly oval shape, and it's just like this little tiny thing on this, you know, I think it was like 6 by 8 or 6 by 9. No, it was 12 by 9 piece of construction paper. And they somehow managed to just have this one tiny little thing in the middle, and they only drew like a little bit of color coming off of it. It was really bad.
I mean, wow, that's an amazing hippo.
You know, I couldn't.
I had to ask him what it was.
You see, I couldn't
What
be
is
it.
it?
I couldn't be a teacher because I'd be in class teaching them how to fucking make glitter bombs and shit.
Yeah.
You can make a glitter bomb.
I'm
It's
gonna-
not an actual
I'm
bomb.
gonna
It's just
post a
called
couple
that.
pictures. I'm gonna post a couple pictures in the
Oh, is this thing done yet? Do I have a
Where'd the
soundboard?
bear go?
Why is this
Are we-
motherfucker not installed yet? Like, holy shit.
Okay.
It's
so
still preparing to download. It's
I'm
crazy.
posting in the purple pill. The first picture is 2 examples from previous projects that I had done. One was a spring one that I did with first graders, and that's the big butterfly. And the other one was a fall one that I'd done with third graders. And it's like pumpkins. You can kind of tell what they are. And then the next one is an example of one of my students' work, and I have no idea what it is.
Okay, I just found an online soundboard. Let's see what this does. Ha! Did you hear that?
We did hear that.
This isn't Russian. I have no idea what this button's about to do. I don't even know how to say whatever the fuck this is. What the fuck? Why is that in Russian?
The butterfly is pretty cool.
What
That's
is
brainless.
this Diddy blood doing on what?
What is this Diddy blood doing on the calculator? Is blood Einstein? What is this Diddy blood doing on the calculator? Is blood
I don't know how to stop it.
blood doing with those numbers? Is he tongue? What is this
I can't.
blood Einstein? What is this Diddy
It won't let me stop it.
blood?
Okay, I just muted the tab. I muted the tab. I'm gonna let it fucking roll. Finish. That's funny. Like I was like, what the
Like a
fuck is that?
3-minute song just playing in the background about
Oh,
Diddy's blood
you
on
know,
the
I
calculator?
just found a fucking. Hold on, I just found a great. Let's play a game. This is going
Hey,
to
Jigsaw.
be a stream game. Hang on, let me put it on the stream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the soundboard on. I'm gonna display it on the stream, and then I'm gonna let y'all just tell me what the hell y'all want to see. We're just gonna do it.
Boy.
It's gonna be fun. Because some of them are like, I don't know what romance with like fucking 100 E's is, but I have a feeling I know what it is. What you think?
I have no clue.
Yay! It's on the stream now. So I want to try the romance. I have a feeling it's gonna be like a woman moaning. I got a sneaky
Oh
suspicion.
boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, I gotta unmute it.
Oh
Or-
yeah.
yeah, I gotta unmute it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, it's this song.
Yeah, it's that. I can. Yeah.
Just got a
Cool.
whole lot weirder in here.
Taco
Little bit.
Bell bong.
Get Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's a gong. By the way, they put bong. I was really hoping for something better.
The ball.
But yeah, see, this is that fucking Russian one. That's the damn camera shutter sound. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm assuming y'all can see this. Let's zoom in. We're gonna zoom way in. There we go. There's a bone crack. SpongeBob fail. Hell yeah! I'm gonna keep that one on. Yeah. It was Jinx the whole time.
Always blame Jinx.
If you have never played Among Us, that's what they do when the they reveal who the bad guy is.
Jinx.
What happened?
Excuse me.
I see that Truth had Taco Bell tonight.
Yep. A lot of Taco Bell.
Yeah. What
Sounds
is
like
this?
it's sneaking up past his balls.
What is this? What is this one? That was loud. That was fucking really loud.
Fuck.
Rip my granny loud as fuck. Do y'all want to press it? Should we press it? I need some votes.
Press it.
Press it. Press
Do
it.
it.
Press it. Yeah.
Do
All
it.
right.
Do it.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom.
Okay, his granny got hit by a bazooka, and he thinks about it every time he hits his hookah.
What the fuck?
Right? Like, it was very loud for no apparent reason, but I'm going to commit great. What? Great what? Now I gotta know.
Great.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Sounds like Jay.
Oh, that one's great.
Fantastic. I am going to commit great crime.
Let's see.
That's terrible.
The Undertaker. Okay.
Or Taco Bell.
Yeah, I was about to say it kind of sounded like the Taco Bell thing, didn't it? I'm about to cuh. What does that mean?
We all know what that is.
Do we? I ain't got a clue
what's
what
that
that is.
mean?
What is it? I'm about to cuh?
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
I'm at the
Ah.
All right.
I wish I knew how to stop these things. Yeah, that shit was loud as fuck in my ears.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, we're not gonna do the soundboard all night. I know you would love to, but we can play with it another time. We're gonna drive away all the people that are watching the stream.
I bet you say that
Look-
to all the guys.
Look at. She's being a teacher now, ruining all the
Yeah.
fun.
You're a responsible one.
Ruining all the fun. Some of those are good.
Well, we can explore them later.
They actually have this one. Yeah,
Asian.
that's actually on the soundboard. That was not me leaving Discord. That was funny.
Asian meme.
All right.
All right.
So it's open mic night, not Sippy Plays with Soundboard night. Sorry, Sippy.
Change your battery.
All right.
Yes,
So
Paul.
essentially, any topic goes.
The soundboard count
I
topic.
can, no,
I think it does.
taking the soundboard off the table.
Okay.
And if you guys don't have a topic that you wanted to talk about, I will find one. It probably
I've
won't
got
be
a-
very fun.
A kind of a cool, it's more of a state of Virginia kind of issue, but
Sure.
myself and the 7 precincts that are in our area, the GOP precincts, are going to have a space on April 9th. It's all of our local precinct chairs that are going to be on there. Fairfax GOP, Loudoun GOP, Arlington, like all of Northern Virginia, basically.
Oh, so the clowns that got Gillespie and Feckless GOP. You mean the deep state GOPs? Got it.
Well, I don't know about deep state. I know our local GOP chair is actually very much in support of this and is the one that's helping organize it. So she got everybody together, and she's not terrible actually, and she just got elected this year. She's trying to be as active as Loudoun County is to try to make a difference here. But anyway, the we haven't seen much movement like this in our local precincts before. So it's kind of nice to see that they're doing some in-person events. They're going to do this online event and try to get folks to go out and volunteer and walk. But I walked every morning last week, and I'm happy to say that my block and the 3 blocks in the vicinity of our neighborhood all have vote no signs on this redistricting effort. And this is really kind of a national issue. So that election is April 21st. And if it happens, that's 4 seats in the House of Representatives that will go to Democrats. So.
No, Aaron, I've been in this place for a couple of decades, a little jaded, so apologize.
Yeah, no, it's okay, man. I mean, I'm only here 12 years now, and I actually asked them for a meeting, and they met with us via Zoom, which was really amazing. They took the time out and spent about an hour with us as the new GOP chair, and they're really trying to beef up the efforts. Like, well, Loudoun's going full steam. They really want to make some changes out there. And I guess they're going to rent a place. And Fairfax has a place, you can go by there, pick up yard signs, pick up pamphlets. But this effort, I think, is they're really trying to push the Virginia GOP to do something more than what they've done. But I hear
that's
you.
Good. That's good because, historically, this is the Frank Wolf, Barbara Comstock, anti-Trump,
Right. Yep.
baloney GOP, right? So.
Yeah, I've seen it. But yeah, we went out Saturday afternoon and walked our town. I'm going to be gone for a week, so I'm just going to do the mornings this coming week. But right when we get back, the week we get back, April 9th at 7 p.m., we're going to have this space. So I'm very, very, very much hopeful that Scott Pressler will come just so we get some folks in there, or at least
April 1,
repost the space.
Right,
What's that?
April 1. He's going to be here on April 1. I sent you the post. Right?
Yep. Yeah. I saw that he's going to be here on the 1st, which is nice. I'll be out of town until a couple of days later, unfortunately. Be nice to say hello to him again. But I'm hopeful. I've invited him to the space. He said let him know when it gets closer. So far we've got all 7 GOP chairs. They've all committed to coming. So it'll be nice because they'll each take a turn to kind of talk about what their get out the vote efforts are. And we'll be dropping like volunteer links in the pill for them. And I'm hoping Scott will open up the space just to get some people in there. Because, he's from this area and his parents actually still live here. I don't know if you're aware of that, but
yes.
So he definitely cares about this area, and I'm sure his mom and dad have some pull there. But that's what's going on in my world.
Yeah. If you post the link later on, I'll join. Yeah.
What'd you say, Max? I'm sorry.
If you post the link, right, or DM me the link, I'll join. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, you know what? I haven't created the space yet, but there's no reason I can't create it tonight and just schedule it out.
Get on
That's a
it.
good idea.
When is that when's that going to be?
It's going to be April 9th, and it goes in line with Fairfax's Get Out the Vote, which starts the 11th. And that's when they're really gearing up to say, hey, let's finish early voting. And the reason it's April 11th is because that's when weekend voting starts. You know, most people work here, and the weekend voting on Saturdays, you'll be able to go and vote early and in person. So they're going to start this big effort on the 9th and really ramp up and get all of their volunteers out. So the more volunteers, the better. So they said the 9th worked great for everyone else. One of the reasons it's going to be a little bit later too is because one of the local precincts is finishing their elections, and they're pretty sure they know who their precinct chair is going to be. So took a lot of phone calls and a lot of meetings to get this to work. So it was wonderful that our Fairfax GOP actually took the lead, and she's like, you know what, I'm going to call everybody and I'll take care of that side. You just get some folks in there. So we've got a couple of bigger accounts that have agreed to come. I really, really, really hope Jinx, Truth, and Sippy, you guys can make it. I know it's not probably something that impacts you guys, but it certainly is not.
Well, it impacts my
something that
brother.
won't impact people federally, but it would be wonderful if everybody in here could come to that or share it to their friends. Or if you know somebody that lives in Virginia, make sure they've fucking voted already and that they vote no on this shit. So.
Yeah, it affects my brother though. I mean, he lives in Virginia, so.
Well, make sure you call him.
You in again? I'm sorry. What precinct are you in again?
I live in Fairfax County, so we're in Vienna.
That's around DC somewhere, right?
Yeah, we're pretty close to DC. We're in a town called Vienna.
Okay.
Vienna sausage.
Yeah, we're neighbors are.
Ridiculous.
What?
Vienna, the home of the sausage.
Yeah.
That's in a different country, I think. That's
yes.
That is indeed in a different.
But we can claim it. If North Korea can claim the hamburger, we can claim that.
Isn't it illegal to say the word hamburger and bulldozer in France or something?
I have no idea.
Someone told me that once. I don't know if it's true.
I mean, France already surrendered,
be
so
true.
does it really matter what they say?
Probably not.
So there is a We Are Charlie Kirk phone button. I don't know that I want to hear that. I don't know if it'll be in favor of or against. Yeah, I think.
One way to find out.
Yeah, but if it's against, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I have a couple of topics. If no one
Okay.
has another one that they want to bring up.
I got plenty.
I would here.
So, what do you guys think of ICE helping out TSA starting tomorrow morning?
Fucking love it.
How's that going to work?
Well, they can't do anything specialized like X-ray machines and stuff like that. But what they'll do is they'll be at the exits and whatnot, making sure nobody's coming in, the out, and checking IDs and stuff, man, and just doing probably like pat downs and whatnot.
I'm just loving
Yeah, they're going
Jinx's
to do
face.
everything that doesn't require like the training and stuff, like the bag monitoring, to try to free up the agents, I think, to focus on, viewing the scans and stuff of people's baggage.
Yeah.
I'm just loving Jinx's
My
face
mom
every
just
time
came
I do a
from
soundboard.
Germany in LAX, and she said it was like just no delay at all, just smooth as butter.
Yeah, that's inbound. Inbound, that's custom. Custom is not impacted.
Yeah.
But what's the line?
Customs is actually
the Amigo.
Well, maybe it's because she's an illegal immigrant. Just kidding.
No, I was
But it was
watching a video
smooth as
clip
butter. Sorry, go ahead.
about the Atlanta airport today. The Atlanta airport, the line went, so the way the Atlanta airport is set up is that there's a north terminal and a south terminal, and then there's a baggage claim like on the other side for both sides. And the line was weaving through baggage claim. I've never seen it. I lived in Georgia for 13 years. I never saw it like that ever. It's something like a 4-hour line to get through security.
Well, this
Yeah,
also-
anytime I've ever been at Atlanta Airport, it was always like pretty much clear sailing for the most part.
No, Atlanta's
Yeah.
horrible. The problem
Atlanta's
is
pretty bad.
post 9/11, the Chertoffs, right? The Bush Goonies, they figure it's brilliant to funnel all the passengers through one single checkpoint.
I just liked that Atlanta Airport had a smoking area on the secure side.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Well,
breathe when
outside
you went in there, but no, they had literally had a glass room with a bunch of fans in it on the secure side of the.
Pretty much all airports had that.
No, I mean a lot of them got rid of it. Atlanta had it last time I went through it. I don't know if they still have it, but.
So let's check it out. Reagan doesn't have it. Colorado, they close out that cigar lounge. Denver, right? Denver, they close out that cigar lounge.
What assholes?
The old Kansas City airport. Not sure if anyone flew through that. Before the rebuild, right? Where everything was separated. So now you got 3 pockets instead of funneling everything through one, single, checkpoint line. It's like those guys never played Call of Duty back in 2000, the Modern Warfare 1. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody? No.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember that one.
Right? It's like again, it's like, dude, like funneling everybody through one single checkpoint. That is the dumbest shit ever. Like, yeah.
Easy
That
pickings.
homebrew can do a lot of bad things.
Very easy pickings.
Inquisition brought up a good point. The Atlanta airport is the busiest airport in the world.
Oh, that's crazy. I have a question. Obviously, I'm not an airport engineer. Can you hear me? Am I breaking?
Yep, I got you.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Is having agents there, federal agents, going to help things? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the whole reason that everything is backed up is because there's a massive staffing shortage because you have people that are just not coming to work because they're not getting paid.
I wouldn't come to work either.
Well, about
Fill
400
the
TSA
gaps
agents
and
that have quit.
easy.
Well, I mean, they've missed, 3 paychecks?
Did you say 400?
One full paycheck, and this Friday will be 2 full paychecks. And Elon did say he would pay the TSA agents. He did come
You say
forward and
2
say he'd
full
pay 'em.
paychecks? I'm pretty sure this is their third that they've already missed.
Somebody asked Mike Lee if that was even possible last night, and he said that he thought it would be possible.
Yeah, it's just like the one dude that paid the military. Right? Same shit. Different billionaire, but same shit.
I wonder how it would work. I'm sure it can, but
So they've only missed 1 check.
What?
They've missed 1 full check. They had partial pay on the last one, not on the one before this past one.
Oh.
That's what I said.
That's
when they
weasel
fund it,
words.
they'll get back pay. Even the people that didn't show up to work will get back pay.
Yeah, they'll get back paid, but it's still fucked up. I mean, the bill collectors don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You still get your damn late fees and everything. Because I remember when Obama did his little shutdown, I didn't get paid. And I still had to pay the late fees on everything.
Yeah, and so Inquisition says the issue I have with Elon paying TSA is what about everyone else? CISA, FEMA, the Coast Guard, they're not getting paid either.
I think the Coast Guard should be paid before anybody, really.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see why Trump doesn't just fucking federalize them for some odd reason, and boom, they switch over to Department of War and they're funded again.
that's a good point.
It's got to be a loophole there somewhere.
True, he could mobilize them as just because of the national security threat, couldn't he?
Yeah, I think.
To patrol the waters and shit.
Yeah, federalizing the Coast Guard is a wartime act, and that requires Congress.
Well, anything that requires Congress, we can just go ahead and assume that ain't going to happen.
Right.
Absolutely.
Are they still debating the fucking Save Act?
Yeah, and they said they're saying it's going to be weeks.
Yeah, no. I actually did get a speaker on the base Mike Lee space.
How'd that go?
He actually let me
Did
up.
you get a chance? Did you get a chance to ask a question, Sippy, or no?
Yeah. I asked a question.
What'd you ask him?
Well, it was I mean, I kind of already knew the answer, but basically, I was expressing my displeasure with the answer. But I was like, so, because he was saying like they're basically outright lying on the Senate floor on what the bill does, and I'm like, yeah, they are. So I was like, why are they allowed
They're
to go?
allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are they allowed to go in there? But if I were called in there, I would get put under oath, and I would not be able to lie.
Yep.
What'd you say?
Well, it's the speech and debate clause, right? But it's like,
Which I hate.
put them under fucking oath. If you're going to be stating facts, put them under fucking oath. And if you lie about that fucking fact, that's not debating. Debating and lying are two fucking different things.
True.
Yeah, and would that be a simple Senate rule change to make that happen, or is that
apparently speech and debate clause is in the Constitution?
It is.
Yeah, I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, fuck Constitution. So it'd require an amendment to change that, which would never happen.
Tie their own hands, right? It's gonna.
Well,
the only
reason term limits have never happened, right? The only other way to do it is a convention of states, and
yeah.
You know, there are grassroots people out there still trying to get it, and they haven't gotten past, what is it, 18 states or something for the term limits for years now. It's like,
it won't happen.
Yeah. Ooh, is this what I think this is? Hold on, I gotta push this button.
A few moments later.
Yes, it is. Oh.
Yes. Sippy's gonna spend the next week playing with that thing.
I don't know what nuclear diarrhea is, but
it's like the perfect button when somebody rugs and has to drop and come back.
Yeah.
Just push that one right.
Or somebody like loses their train of thought. Yeah. Just to help them lose it even more.
Not a lot. I lose my train of thought all the time.
I know. But what is nuclear diarrhea? I kind of want to know.
No, please don't.
I kind of want to know.
Please, Mom, can we listen to the nuclear diarrhea, please?
No, denied.
And there's also one called Anderdingus. I don't know what that is. Oh, I see. There's a happy belated down there, Miss Tear Bear. Mm-hmm. Belated birthday, by the way, if y'all were wondering.
So how long do we think that this DHS shutdown is going to continue for? Because like the left is all like, oh, we've put forward, an act to just fund TSA with no strings attached. That's a lie because it includes defunding ICE.
Oh.
Every single bit of legislation that they're putting forward, try to fund TSA, has the little asterisk where something is happening with ICE. Every single time. And then they're trying to say that no, we're just trying to fund TSA, and it did not, the Republicans aren't letting us do it. Blah blah blah. It's always a lie. Every single time.
I'm actually kind of intrigued on Inquisition's stance on this. He says that lying is a debate tactic. I'd like you to expand on that if you would, because I don't see how lying is a debate tactic. Because debating is supposed to be putting out your point of view and making your point of view, or basically trying to convince the other person of your point of view. Lying has no purpose in that, and no place in that, in my opinion.
If he meant not saying the whole truth.
POV, not fact. Okay, so I mean, So you're saying opinion, not fact. Yeah, okay. Yeah, opinion's not lying by its definition, but if you say false facts, you're lying.
Well, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it was originally designed if somebody did have incorrect information where they wouldn't get prosecuted for it, right? Which makes sense, right? Somebody could have incorrect information and be arguing incorrect information, but
yeah,
when it is outright lies and you know that they're lying, right? That's where, to me, it becomes a problem.
Okay, Inquisition wants me to define false. So what I mean by false is them constantly saying that it will disenfranchise married women that have changed their name since marriage. No, it will not. It's a statement of fact. You don't even have to have a passport or a photo ID. You can literally go in and sign a affidavit, a sworn affidavit saying that you're a U.S. citizen, and that's good enough with the Save America Act, which I don't really agree with, but how is that wrong again?
I understand where Inquisition's coming from, because saying that it disenfranchises married female voters would be an opinion.
And then they lay out an entire bullshit story. They don't actually believe that, though. I can't believe that they would believe that. But then they lay out an entire bullshit ass story that literally everything's covered under the bill. Any further? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're being semantically correct. You got me on that. I'm sure I could find an instance of them legit lying. Like just straight up, just false statement of fact. I'm sure I could find that. I just haven't really cared to listen to them drone on and say the same shit over and over.
Yeah, watching the Senate on C-SPAN over the weekend,
quote unquote, debating.
It's been pretty awful. Because they're not always talking about the same thing. Sometimes they talk about DHS funding. Other times they're talking about the SAVE Act. And like it goes back and forth and jumps around. It's never one specific topic that they stay on.
Oh, well, see, they did it yesterday. So, see, you know what I mean. Quit being devil's advocate. Damn it.
Yes, they did bring up the Russia collusion hoax on the Senate floor yesterday. It was pretty awful.
Which is like, I mean, seriously, like, I think they need to be able to be at least punished by the Senate for lying on the Senate floor. And when I say lying, I mean like reckless disregard for the truth. Like, everybody knows that this is not fucking true.
Never worked in the Senate in the last multiple years. It's like no one gets censured anymore because there's always some backroom deal. Hey, if you don't vote to censure our Democrat, we'll, do something.
Not censure your Republican, which is what happened with Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't censure Corey Mills if you don't censure. The thing that bothers me with that is they wouldn't have the votes to censure a Republican anyway. So why are we even making that deal?
Oh, because as soon as they take power back, they're going to do it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all fucking stupid.
If they do.
You see, Inquisition, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. He said it used to get you beaten when you left the chambers. Yes, please. Yeah. Let's bring back the old style censoring. Apparently you got beaten after you got censored. I'm okay with that.
So the last time a member of Congress was censured was
Marjorie Taylor Greene
when Adam Schiff got censored.
Oh, Adam Schiff, yeah.
Until next year.
I kind of want to look that up. So they used to beat people's asses for like that was part of the censure. I am so okay with that. Let's bring it back.
Speaking of Russia from earlier, what's your opinion on Trump's comments regarding Mueller dying? I have no problem with it.
I do.
Trump's comments on what?
Robert Mueller died, and he said, "Good, fuck him," basically. And
I'm glad he's dead, and that's borderline celebratory, which is hypocritical, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely hypocritical. Somebody asked me about this the other day, and my comment was, he must really have viciously gone after him for something that was fake to see a comment like that. He must really, I think we all may have known at least one person in our life that we absolutely despise, but everything we know that came out of the whole Russia collusion piece at this point was completely fabricated and made up, and it was, I don't know. I'm not saying it gives him an excuse. Jinx, I get it, right? We've always seen different from our president, right? So I get it. I get both sides of that, but I just think it must have been a very vicious prosecution, and the things that they made up, and I'm sure, especially the hotel rooms in Russia and all of that stuff was pretty embarrassing to have to probably sit down with your family and explain things like that,
Yeah, I mean, I think it could have been phrased differently. It could have been more of a neutral, oh well, I don't really care, rather than the way that was phrased, if that makes sense.
Or just say nothing at all, right?
But we know how Trump is. I mean, he hasn't ever been one to sugarcoat anything. Like he is who he is, and we knew that, beforehand. I'm not surprised he said something like that. Do I think it's right or not? It's really not up to me. I don't care. I still would have voted for him, even regardless of that. So saying something like that doesn't surprise me at all. But, when they asked him way back when, what would you do about Iran? Well, I'd bomb the shit out of them. Is that something you want your president to say? No, but he's the guy to say it, and he said it. He says a lot of shit, even stuff that isn't necessarily true. He says it, and then every now and then he'll backtrack on something. But
I think there's a difference between saying I'm not upset that he's dead versus I'm glad he's dead.
Well, didn't Mueller attack his family? I can see the man being upset about that.
I mean, the Mueller report, Russia collusion hoax, he was the primary person that wrote the report.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in bad taste, but I wasn't the one that had to deal with that. So for me to sit back and judge the man for saying something like that, I can't really do it.
I voted for bad taste. Sorry, Jinx.
He is the guy that puts gold on everything. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, the way he used it, that really technically means appreciative. Anyways, it's not really celebrating, right? I'm just asking. Devil's advocate here.
I appreciate the fact that he's dead.
When Charlie was assassinated, if someone had said, "I'm glad he's dead," conservatives would have ripped him a new one, right?
True.
And plenty did, right?
I don't know that I ever saw anybody say I'm glad he's dead. I saw a lot of people say I'm happy he's dead. I'm celebrating he's dead. It's a great thing he's dead.
It's been
happy and glad are the same thing.
No, they're not.
They're synonyms.
No.
I'm so gay, he's dead.
I think Sippy needs to learn what a synonym is.
I know what a synonym is.
Synonym.
Happy being cheerful or enjoying, right? Glad being it can be joyful or if it's used in, you know, oh, I'm glad this happened, that means appreciative. It's not mean happy or elated.
Also, they just try with a lot better person.
So depending on the definition, depending on how you use it in the sentence, it changes the definition, right?
Pretty much the same thing.
So glad means happy or delightful.
Yep. Is that the only thing it means?
Happy means in high spirits. Delighted. Lighted, delightful. Oh, look.
Where are you looking at?
Thesaurus.com.
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus, because I was pulling up synonyms for happy.
Yes.
It includes cheerful, delighted, ecstatic, elated, enraptured, exultant, glad, gleeful, jolly, joyful, joyous, jubilant, merry, mirthful, overjoyed, thrilled, upbeat.
Yes, Sippy, thesaurus is something that lists.
I know what a fucking thesaurus is.
Like
okay.
That. It's not a dinosaur.
I'm looking at the fucking Merriam-Webster, right? Which it literally has your different definitions of the word glad. And yes, there is a happy version of that is a synonym with happy, right? It makes it a synonym with happy because it has the same meaning. It's a different word. I know what a synonym is. Anyways, there's also the appreciative or pleased, not necessarily happy. I guess I'm just arguing semantics here at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like.
Pretty sure you're happy if you are pleased.
Also, Charlie Kirk was a God-fearing man. Rob Mueller was a piece of shit.
Well, anytime I've ever been pleased, I've definitely been happy.
Oh, shit. I gotta join my meeting. I'll be back. So, y'all hold down the fort. And, and I'll, where's my outro? Yeah, this is it. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Calculator is blood, Einstein. What is this bitty blood doing on the calculator? What is blood doing with those numbers? Is he tongue to her, or is he a sus winnings or an anti-furry making base dark memes? Wait, I think I know what he's
talking about. Sabotaging.
That's just really loud.
Over the stream. Sorry, you still have to listen to him.
That's just really loud. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, we'll just all have to agree to disagree on that one. I think it's ambiguous enough that it could definitely be considered on the line of celebratory.
I get your point.
Linus says in the Purple Pill, Mueller was a veteran with a Bronze and Silver Star, and he did not have beef with Trump. But he authored the Mueller report and gave it to Bill Barr. So, all right.
No beef, my ass.
I think that probably created beef.
He gave Trump hell for years. I'll talk about Mueller report. There's so many beef there.
Yeah. All right. Who else has another topic? Because I have another one if no one else has one. But
so who thinks Iran's gonna open the Strait of Hormuz?
They
that
better.
Was exactly my next topic.
They're fucked otherwise.
I mean, I don't understand. Well, like, what is their end game here as far as like what are they going? They're not going to be able to accomplish anything. They're just going to keep losing. Like it doesn't make sense.
Either buying time or trying to.
Well, I thought it was interesting when they said that the whole world burned. Who thinks they actually have a nuclear weapon?
Oh, I don't think they do. Inquisition says that they won't open it. They'll try to negotiate at the last minute.
That's not going to work.
Yeah,
I think they were testing their ICBMs, their long-range ICBMs. I think they're planning on firing something at Israel that's quite a bit more. I think they want to fire. I know they just because they don't have like high-end uranium enriched, like 90 whatever percent, 60% is enough to do some damage. I mean that's going to hurt, and I could see them doing that. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Iran's foreign minister actually put out a statement this evening. He said, ships aren't passing through the Strait of Hormuz over insurers' fears about the war, blaming the U.S. for creating those fears. It says, Strait of Hormuz is not closed. Ships hesitate because insurers fear the war of choice you initiated, not Iran. Freedom of navigation cannot exist without freedom of trade. Respect both or respect neither. No insurer and no Iranian will be swayed by more threats. Try respect. Wait, so he says that it's not closed, except all non-Iranian approved ships have been getting attacked.
Yep.
Did you say he said try respect? I'm sorry, Chilo. I just missed that part.
No, it said no insurer and no Iranian will be swayed by more threats. Try respect.
Try respect. Okay, why don't you stop saying death to America, and then you wouldn't be finding out right now.
Indeed. Thank you.
For decades. Fuck off. Sorry. I didn't use a country from Africa's terms, so I hope that's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I just read a pretty based post right now. It's not about Iran, so if you guys are ready to switch topics, I'll say it later.
Yeah, I mean, does anyone have anything else that they want to say about the Strait of Hormuz and whether or not they think it's going to get reopened?
Fuck Iran. How about that?
Other than Cloud's meme post the other day, which was hilarious, and I don't know why that thing didn't go viral, because here I'll post it in the purple pill. But if you want, I can read this other based article. It's another Virginia thing. Sorry, but it does affect Sippy's brother. All right. So I just noticed this guy because I've been posting about Virginia stuff, so it's coming in my feed, right? But it says, breaking, get off my land. It's from this guy named Daniel Turner, and he's got quite a bit of followers, and it's gotten a lot of lead, but he tagged Governor Spanberger in it, and it says, evidence Virginia utilities are preparing to pay for Spanberger's climate goals is today's 9:30 Sunday, quote-unquote, routine inspection from my utility company. He was apparently at his barn, and by the time he got back to the house, the guy was itching to leave. And surprise to him, he may not be up to code, and he has to upgrade to something or other, right? And he said it was his first quote unquote routine inspection ever for utilities. He said, "So why do I blame Spanberger?" And this is where this post is amazing. He says, as part of remaking Virginia and East Coast California, she put Virginia back into what's called the RGGI. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Or they call it Reggie. But it's basically like a cap and trade scheme where they can hit utility companies with fake climate goals, invented out of thin air. And this is where it gets funny. By William and Mary gender studies grads with power enrichment, utilities pay fines. Except utilities don't pay fines. They just charge customers more. So he goes on about that a little bit and talks about how we're 40% higher than 2020. So he says, so they'll find excuses via routine inspections to raise this Reggie penalty fees. We will not hit any goals. We will not lower emissions. We will not capture carbon or reduce greenhouse gases. We will just pay more and more to live in Virginia. And idiots like Spanberger get to go to climate conferences and tell an adoring audience of septum ring blue-haired, sorry, jinxed, homosexuals and AI gore that they deeply care about the planet. The entire climate agenda is a lie. It's a revenue maker for Al Gore and a conscious assurager for John Kerry. It helps billionaires like Tom Steyer keep 9-year-old girls mining coal in Southeast Asia for his hedge fund profits and allows Michael Bloomberg to own everything without ever being a greedy capitalist. It gives betas purpose. It gives cowards a shield. It gives the angry a cause. It gives the stupid an ideology, and it punishes those who the climate communists hate most of all, us regular hardworking Americans. And he goes on to talk about, it being God's day and stuff. But I was just like, man, that was a lot wrapped up in just a couple of paragraphs there. You guys want me to post this in the pill?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and drop it in there. Yeah, so it sounds like it's similar to like our Climate Commitment Act that we have here in Washington.
It was just super, super spot on, I thought. And let me go find Cloud's meme, because tell me this shouldn't have gone viral. It has to do with the Strait of Hormuz.
Hormuz. It sounds like a farm porn movie.
Sounds like a prostituted cow.
Yeah, because we have this Climate Commitment Act in Washington, and it's an additional tax on basically all of our forms of energy, including gasoline. It's upwards of 60 cents a gallon on gasoline. It's part of why Washington's gas prices are so high. And the Department of Ecology had admitted recently that that a report on carbon emission reductions through the projects financed by the Climate Commitment Act was significantly inflated by the Department of Commerce. Department of Commerce said that there was one specific project that cost $1.4 million, and it reduced emissions by 3.5 million metric tons. It actually was 78,000 tons.
So they get to lie just like
78 to 7.5 million.
So they have some rule that they get to lie just like the people on the Senate floor.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was a report that was put out by a department of the state.
And they said it was millions of metric tons, but it was 78,000.
96 times higher than the actual data.
Wow. That's crazy. And nobody reads those reports.
And that's over the lifetime of the project, by the way, not in a single year.
That's nuts. Well, anyway, I put that thing in the nest if you guys want to see the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, I've seen that floating around.
Visually, that one was great.
And we're talking upwards of $4 billion that the Climate Commitment Act has brought in from gas taxes, natural gas taxes, electricity taxes.
And where does all that money go? It's crazy.
I've heard that quite a bit of it has ended up in like the general fund. And we're still hemorrhaging money in our state. And we are now have this millionaire tax that's going to get put into effect. And we all know that a millionaire tax is going to turn into everybody gets taxed.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when the millionaires start to relocate.
I was already to see that. Yep.
Like
the
founder of Starbucks is moving to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He announced that the day that the state house passed the millionaire tax.
Is headquarters for Starbucks still in Seattle?
For now, they're opening another corporate office in Tennessee.
No surprise there.
So
it's like everybody that left California, people rarely talk about the fact that Toyota's world headquarters literally was in Los Angeles for decades, you know. And they left when Gray Davis was governor, right? And they made it literally impossible for them to build a new headquarters. And they went back and forth, and they finally said, "We're done, we're out," you know, and took all of those jobs with them and all of that revenue with them, you know. And then you look at uh, the San Francisco Bay Area and all of the tech companies that are leaving and have gone to like Las Vegas and Texas and all of that. And closing down headquarters. I mean, I don't think Google's in San Francisco anymore. It wasn't that like last year? I kind of stopped paying attention.
No, they're headquartered in Mountain View, California.
Are they still though?
That's where the Googleplex is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they maybe it's just that they abandoned a building that housed a lot of workers in San Francisco. I can't remember what it was, but
in 2000, I know Google was in San Jose. Then I thought they moved to Palo Alto, like right there on the fringes of Mountain View.
Yeah, and I know I haven't been to their campus, but I did go to Cisco's campus in the Bay Area. It's something else, man, what they've built up there. But if they're going to continue to rely solely on that, on Silicon Valley and all the tech companies, and those tech companies start leaving California, what's left? They're not going to be the top economies in the world anymore. If it were a sovereign country, I want to say they were at one point they were third. They would have been third in the world, and I think they went down to ninth, and I don't know where they're ranking now, but I know it's not in the top 5 anymore.
And with them leaving, like with all the tech companies leaving, with that, they're going to lose a lot of law firms too out of that area because they were there for the IP, intellectual properties, so a lot of those firms there were specializing in the IP. I know my girlfriend was working for one at the time. And like with the tech companies and all those big companies leaving, so go the law firms.
Well, I mean, Hollywood's pretty much exited at this point, right? I remember there was I don't remember what year it was, a few years back. I want to say upwards of 700 companies left, like big production companies, right? Left Burbank, and they're pretty much either Atlanta or Tennessee at this point.
Yep, Atlanta is really big for movies and TV shows now. It has been. It's been growing substantially over the last 10 to 11 years.
Yep.
And I think Memphis as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know about Memphis. But yeah, Georgia is a hot spot for TV and film.
Yeah, that was just starting when I was there in I was there in 04, from 04 to 10, and that had just started in like 04, 05. Like they did they were getting tax breaks to film there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Hall Pass and Footloose or Footloose 2 or the redo of Footloose was filmed there.
Yep. I, Tonya was filmed there. Den of Thieves was filmed in Atlanta. And then, of course, you have Walking Dead was there. The MacGyver reboot was there. I mean,
I didn't realize Walking Dead was Atlanta. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, southern Georgia.
Okay. I had a little stint in Georgia. We lived in a town called Forsyth.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, actually, we lived in a town outside of Forsyth called Bolingbroke, but we went to school in Forsyth.
I also know where that is.
Do you really? It's like literally nothing there. Yeah.
I mean, I lived in Georgia for 13 years. My husband grew up there.
Yeah, Bolingbroke was this town, guys, that had a post office, a fire station, and this thing called the General Store. And back in the day, you could rent VCRs there. And you could buy an alternator for a 1968 Buick in the back, probably. And then, of course, they had food and groceries and things like that. But that's all that was there.
Yeah, I lived in Gwinnett County for 13 years.
Yeah, I think I went to 5th grade there, and then we moved back for a little while, and I went to 7th grade there as well, part of 7th grade.
Yeah, I lived outside of the perimeter for like a year or two, and then I lived right in Buckhead for 3, I guess.
Buckhead's a pretty nice area. It's a really good
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. I worked at a nightclub called Johnny's Hideaway.
I can see you do that, Lou.
Not familiar with that.
I'm trying to remember the road it was on. I can't remember what the name of the road was, but like if you made a right, if you went to the light right down the street and went left, Beluga, the piano bar, was there. And that's where the NBA TNT guys would hang out. Barkley and all them. It was really cool. I met Charles there by accident, and I didn't know he was going to be there, but I was ordering a drink, and I heard this person behind me sounded exactly like Charles Barkley. I turned around, and like I was looking at this dude's chest. I looked up, and I'll be damned if it wasn't Barkley. It was fascinating because I like grew up watching it. Like I was from Philadelphia area, so ish, just outside of Philly anyway. So it was like I was like one of the few times I've been starstruck because like I've met a lot of really cool people, and like I was just cool. Like, oh, he was huge. I couldn't believe how big he was. Like I'm not a small dude. I'm like 6'3", 240, and I felt like a toddler. Like,
did you talk to him, Lou?
Yeah. I said, "Holy shit!"
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I was like, Charles, I grew up watching you. I'm from like Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. He goes, I know where that is.
Cool.
Yeah.
The only star I ever met was in Richard Pryor. It was in 1994. And we used to go down, it's when I lived in Southern California. We used to go down to this place in Westlake called Gelson's Market. And they had the best frickin' sandwiches there, this deli you'd go to. And everybody went to Gelson's Market for the sandwiches. And so we were like, hey, let's stop by Gelson's and grab some sandwiches, And so we went in there, and Richard Pryor was in there with his full, like, entourage. And it's when his Parkinson's had first started or whatever. And I was just like, me and my buddy were just totally, he was a massive comedian kind of guy, always telling jokes and stuff. And he was able to wrangle past his little entourage and be able to shake his hand and stuff. And he came over and shook our hand and stuff. It was very nice, very kind. He's like, you guys getting a sandwich too? And we're like, yeah, Gelson's Market has the best sandwich. He's like, you know it, And so he talked to my buddy for a little bit, and then we took off. But it was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Iron.
Yep.
Iron. I was born in '94. To make you feel old.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was in high school. Probably I had hair, very curly hair and bangs all past my waist, and thought I was gonna be a rock star one day, maybe. Who knows? And I probably I may or may not have listened to a lot of Pearl Jam and Slayer and Anthrax and the whole '90s scene, and I may or may not have had a nose ring. So Pantera for sure.
I'm not the only one in the nose ring gang, huh?
Well, this would have been the nose ring with the chain to the ear kind of deal, So yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, what of those?
You wanted them theirs, yeah. one of them theirs.
If it makes you feel any better, I was still in high school too, Iron.
Right on. I was in high school. Well, no, that's right after high school. That was right after high school.
Okay, now you're old because I didn't graduate until the next year. Now you're definitely old.
I turned. Anyway, I turned 50 this year, but I don't say 50. I use 3 syllables because I am 50. So I say I'm 50. I'm 50 years old.
I graduated high school in 2013.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might go with the 49 again. The whole thing.
I was having kids when you graduated from high school, Truth.
Yep.
Wow.
That's funny because Truth was having kids too when he got out of high school.
I have 4. My youngest is 13 and my oldest is 28. If that tells you, 29. Sorry. If that tells you anything, I was a young dad.
I was young for my age group, my generation, for millennials, because apparently millennials have all decided they want to wait until they're 35 to start having kids. Not really.
I will say this
when they get to advanced maternal age and the risk of issues comes in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always tell, and my oldest took my advice. My grandson's almost 3 now, and she decided to have kids when she was in her 20s. And we had the girls when we were young, right? And we were full of energy and could do it. And now, we're older, and my 13-year-old thinks of me as old man, right? I don't have the energy. I used to get out on the soccer field and play soccer and coach soccer, and now I just get to watch her play, So I highly recommend, if you don't have kids, try to have them in your 20s when you still have all the energy and gusto in the world to give them, So I feel bad for the older one, but I always say, when the girls were young and your age, we never had any money. Now we have money, and so you get the benefit of getting everything you want for Christmas and all of these kinds of things. And the older girls, they had to work their way through it. But I'm a big proponent of your kids pay for their own college. So my youngest is like, well, Dad, I want to go to Princeton. And it's like, yeah, good luck. You're going to have a lot of student loans. You're not going to help me? Nope. I paid for my own college. And for the older girls, we just gave them a check when they finished school so that they could say they did it themselves. And we'll do the same for these kiddos too, but they don't know it. They won't know until they're done, So I wanted all of my kids to be able to say they finished college on their own, and didn't have anybody to help them. I think it's important.
Little do you know, they're actually in the space hiding right now.
My son very well might be. He's on X, so I don't see any anonymous listeners down there though.
Sippy's back. On the camera.
Clearly, Sippy just finished his Taco Bell.
No, they're still. I'm still in a fucking meeting, but we're just kind of sitting there watching a fucking screen. So, yeah.
You're in a meeting at work?
Yeah, one of our servers fucking went down.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I remember those days. I don't do that shit anymore. I did have to work Saturday because something broke, and they're like, we don't know how to fix it. Can you tell us what to do? And I'm like, have you tried just restarting it? And
have you tried turning it off and back on?
Yeah, try that first. Oh yeah, we could do that. You guys know how to bring everything back up? Oh, no? Okay, well, what screens are coming up? It says this, and this. And I'm like, well, try clicking that. See if it works. And it worked. It's like, all right. They still have an on-prem server on the campus that runs a couple of things, but none of it was important to call on a Saturday. Someone texted, "Hey, why isn't this working?" I'm like, it's your internal server. Try rebooting it.
User error, definitely not the machine.
Well, these guys were all used to cloud shit, not back in the day when you had to actually turn on machines and fix them.
And hope no one had to use the phone because you were busy on the internet.
Yeah, the reason this is such a big deal is because it's fucking. So it's not one of our virtual servers. It's our damn physical server, and it's got I think 50 fucking virtual servers on that one server. So it took down a lot of stuff when it fucking went down.
Yeah, that
lot.
sounds like it was probably very problematic.
I got my shit going back really quick. I got my shit going back in like 10 minutes. But other shit is having issues. And I'm just sticking around to see if they fuck up my shit again so I can fix it again.
Yeah, if I don't have things working at work, I just still have to work. I just have to do it without the technology.
Just go home.
Yeah, we can't really do it without the technology because, you know, the plant's mostly automated. So
Would make things difficult if the automation didn't work and the plant couldn't plant.
yeah, we can't make cars. We don't make money. We don't get paid.
And we all like having cars.
Yeah.
I'm very
I don't
excited
have-
for cars to no longer have that stupid auto start stop.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just got
so
the
annoying.
5 minute. We just got the 5 minute. Woot woot. So we got 5 more minutes, and if nothing messes up in the next 5 minutes, we can get off the meeting.
All right, Zippy, are y'all's 2027 vehicles going to not have the stop start?
I don't know. Probably not. Or probably so.
Even though it's no longer required?
I don't know. It's just because it's already baked into the design, probably. I fucking hate that shit, though. So
I
annoying.
do too.
It's like when I turn it off when I get in my car, I'm like, I want it off. Quit turning it back on when I recrank my car. Quit it.
Mine doesn't work half the time.
Yeah.
It just says it's not ready. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's
You're not ready, you're
because
not going to work.
you either have your air conditioner or heater on. That's why.
And I will always keep my heater, my air conditioning on so that I never have to worry about it.
But yeah, that's legit why it won't do it. Like if you have it at full blast or something, it won't do it because it can't do that while it's not cranked. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys getting ready to close the space, or are you guys hanging out for a while?
About half an
I
hour.
got 30 minutes.
Oh, half an hour.
Yeah.
We moved our Sunday
You
time.
guys see Base
back an
Mike
hour.
Lee is back on again tonight on another space. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Who?
And see it. He's about
Yeah,
to say
I just saw it. Yeah, Save Act update
Wow.
March. But it looks like it's live. It says March 22nd, but I don't know. Maybe
It is
yeah,
March
today
22nd.
It is March 22nd.
Yes, it is.
It is.
I got
Mhm.
another date in my head today.
It's been that all day.
I got to work next week, and then we're going to Florida for a week. So
Senate was in session for a whole 4 hours today. And they're not going to be in session again until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. They were in from noon to 4 today, and then they'll be in at 3 tomorrow.
You're doing good, Sippy.
Am I right? Like I feel like I'm doing really good with this soundboard.
Yep.
I still haven't found a good reason to use that other one, but I really want to play it
I
again.
am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
I mean, that one's just funny, dude.
Ridiculous.
Is that not funny as fuck? I think that's funny as fuck.
I'm not looking at the video feed. I imagine Jinx is rolling her eyes at this point.
she is.
Oh, she's rolled her eyes literally every time I hit a button.
That sounds like something the IRGC is going to say after we bomb the shit out of their energy infrastructure when they don't open the Hormuz.
Oh, like nuclear
Created
diarrhea?
Kamala Moose.
Like nuclear diarrhea? Is that what we're talking about here? Nuclear diarrhea. I think that's what we're talking about. I have a button for that.
No one is talking
Jinx is literally shaking her head no. She's like, please don't. Yeah. You're no fun, dude.
Inquisition says that the first Republican to go up and monologue for over 60 plus hours will be his favorite favorite senator forever. Permanent pass. So that's the thing, is that we're in this weird like hybrid filibuster, and it doesn't require the Democrats to be the ones continuously talking. I don't understand how it's a filibuster.
He actually
I really
explained
hope
it.
Thune just says, "Hey, we're not doing Easter break," and then the Democrats decide they're going to go on vacation, and when they're out, they don't matter anymore. They could pass it. Right?
So he
And that might
actually
be what happens.
he actually explained it in his little space. You ready for the explanation?
Yes.
All right. So, basically, if they were to go into the talking filibuster, then the Democrats would be the only ones that could actually put out an amendment. In the current state of how things are, the Republicans can put in amendments, but Democrats can't. So they're basically waiting until the Democrats fuck up and some of them leave to go somewhere. And then, well, this is one of the hopes. This is like best case scenario, right? So if like enough of the Democrats leave and then the Republicans are still there, they can call a vote and get a simple majority to end the debate.
That is the hope. That is the hope.
That is the
Let
hope.
them all go home on vacation and let's do a simple majority.
Yeah.
They're not going to vote yes anyway, right? So let it pass because then they've got political talking points, and at that point, I really don't care.
Yeah, and quorum is just 51 senators. So as long as 51 senators are there, they can do business.
Yay! I'm off my meeting now. All right.
Quorum to conduct official business, including voting on legislation. But it's just a simple majority.
Yeah. But either way it goes, if they went into the traditional talking filibuster, then the Democrats would technically have the power at that point to put in amendments and all kinds of bullshit and, run out the clock and put a whole bunch of garbage in there. Whereas right now the Republicans have that power. So.
Well, in a standard talking filibuster, you also have that only one Democrat has to be in there at all times.
That too.
The entire Republican portion has to be there.
They don't have to be there, but if they're not there, a vote can be called, and then there won't be enough Republican votes, and then the bill will get killed. So I think that's how he explained that. I don't know.
I did not know that the talking filibuster that would push them into amendment abilities on the other side. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
Or at least that's what Mike said in that space.
Well, I mean, he should know, right? They have to get to know all those rules.
I would hope he would know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're banking on all the Democrats don't know that, though.
Oh, I know all the Democrats don't know that. I can guarantee most of the Democrats are fucking followers. They're just doing whatever the fucking leadership says.
Yep.
They're doing whatever George Soros says.
Yeah, the leadership, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Old guard, what I call him.
I'm sorry, what sound does a lizard make?
Lizard.
Yeah. Lizard.
Oh, it literally says lizard.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Jinx, change your battery, bruh. God.
Not me. I think it's truth.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Do you guys think they're actually going to go do the nuclear option at the end of all of this?
No. No, I think Thune's literally
stops it from needing to happen.
I think Thune's literally just doing everything he can to bitch out.
Interesting.
I don't know why, but I think that's what he's doing.
What other explanation is there?
Well, I don't know one explanation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why he's doing that.
It'd be cool if Mike Lee would convince him to get on a space and let some people come up and ask some questions.
He would never do that.
So has he explained how it's not how it's not how is it a filibuster if
It still requires the
they're
60 votes.
adjourning?
Yeah.
Well, they're also adjourning every day.
Yeah.
Sippy, didn't you explain this like last week or something? Where it's what the words that they use at the end that is the nuance. That's why it's sort of a hybrid filibuster.
Well, somebody did. I looked it up after somebody did, but
yeah.
So he explained that too in his little space he had, because I think Redheaded Libertarian asked him that question, like the actual semantics, and he's like, it's not a filibuster because it still requires the 60 votes, but it's basically just trying to kill the Democrats' willpower, and basically his thoughts are they'll get tired of lying. Bro, they've been lying for fucking at least 10 years. I don't think they're getting tired of it anytime soon.
Hope not.
But hopefully, I just hope enough of them go away to do something stupid. Like, did y'all see where fucking Hassan Piker and Code Pink went to fucking Cuba? Oh, God.
Oh, stayed in a 5-star hotel?
Yep, stayed in a 5-star hotel. And guess what? The only place in Cuba that had power, and guess where that was? The only place in Cuba that had power was the fucking 5-star hotel where they were hosting the fucking dictator of Cuba.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
The irony.
Right.
Yeah. So if the current hybrid filibuster is still requiring 60 votes.
Yeah, it's not actual filibuster. I know.
It's not. That's the silent filibuster will require 60 votes to invoke cloture.
Yep.
Whereas an actual talking filibuster, they don't close out with adjourning at the end. They keep a Senate in a continuous session by recessing.
Yeah.
And that prevents the reset of the 2-speech limit.
Mm.
So right now, every day, that 2-speech limit is resetting.
Yeah. So yeah, literally, like his whole thing was to break down their willpower to lie. That's basically his whole fucking thing. Which I mean, no, I know it's not going to work, but he's like,
they're going after their endurance, though. I mean,
yeah, essentially,
keeping that many Democrats involved for that long may be an issue because they have money laundering to oversee and shit. You know, they have fraud to, lead.
Yeah.
And cover up.
They got illegals to harbor and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Sex trafficking. You
know it would be the best idea ever? Start sending ICE into all these Democrats' districts. Every one of them. And then have their own constituents be pressuring them to come out and say something. And then when they go out and say something, be like, all right, let's vote. You know? That'd be funny.
That would be funny. But yeah, I just don't.
I don't understand filibuster in general. It's like,
well,
I mean, I get the talking.
It prevents the Democrats from actually filibustering. So,
yeah, but I mean, I get the actual talking filibuster. It's this fucking silent bullshit voting filibuster that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, well, and Thune's not gonna go for a talking filibuster. He's already said that the tactic's much more complicated and risky than people are assuming.
In what way?
Well, so once everybody's reached their 2-speech limit, that it has to go to vote, right? And if they don't have the votes, then the bill gets killed. But I think they have the votes. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't know.
I think they're just fucking with us. They never wanted to do anything. So they're not going to.
Yeah. Yeah. Thune is referring to what they're doing as an extended debate.
Yes, it's essentially what it is, yeah. So basically, they can do their 2-speech limit every fucking day for the next however long. Apparently, this is how the Civil Rights Act was passed, according to Base Mike Lee, or whatever. I think that's his name, right? But yeah, he said that's essentially how the Civil Rights Act was passed, was because of that, and then the Democrats got fucking sloppy and not enough of them showed up, and then they called a vote. And as long as you've got quorum, you can call a vote. And if they don't make it back for the vote, tough shit.
Didn't Trump say he won't pass anything until the SAVE Act passes?
Yep.
Correct. The only thing that he will pass would be DHS funding.
Mm-hmm.
The only exception he will make. But I don't have faith that it's going to get done with this method.
Nope. It's just gonna. It's
a whole lot stupider than they used to be.
It's literally just gonna run out the clock until it's too late to actually implement it.
Well, they're dumber. When they work in our favor, they're dumber. They used to be.
No.
No, because they actually believe their lies. A lot of them.
Yep. One of the big issues. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next week or two with this. Because, I mean, they're talking about DHS funding at the same time that they're doing this extended debate on the SAVE Act. That's a little muddied.
Elon funding TSA.
This is what I think of all of it. Yeah. That was a good one. It said wet. It said wet fart meme.
Wet.
Yeah.
Does say it sounded wet.
Yeah, it literally said wet fart meme.
He said.
All right.
Oh.
We have time for probably
Hello
one
there.
more topic.
Hello there.
Got one last topic.
We have topics? We ain't supposed to have topics on Sunday.
Tippy.
What?
Something to talk about. Since this discussion is done. Killing me.
Soundboard.
We're not doing soundboard for 15 minutes. You can have a sippy only stream if you want to do the soundboard.
Ooh.
Oh, hell no.
Space.
We're not
Is
doing
there a
15
Mike
minutes of
Lee
soundboard.
space after this?
What?
Did Iron mention a Mike Lee space?
Yeah.
After
Well, no, I think it's currently going on.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people over there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is. Everybody wants to talk about the SAVE Act. It's important.
Yeah, I just want it to get passed. You know,
And the way they're doing it
probably
currently.
a pipe dream.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mike Lee followed Outlaw. It was yesterday.
That's cool.
that's cool. He
Oh, I
didn't
did
even
not
follow
see that.
me, and I spoke in his fucking space. Asshole. I got a follow from Scott Pressler. So that was cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I got that around a year ago.
Sippy, why are you frozen on the stream?
I don't know.
Because you're blocking the soundboard.
Yeah, I think that's what
Pass
it
the
is.
soundboard act. Pass
Yeah.
the soundboard act.
Exactly.
Passing a soundboard act.
I don't know. Let me check. Oh, because you're fucking joined like 10 times? What the hell, Jinx?
I'm only joined once.
I disconnected you. Just reconnect to the thing.
Gosh. That's why we can't have nice things.
Well, for some reason, it showed you joined like fucking 3 times. Literally, like you were joined 3 times. So you're streaming your camera to my computer 3 fucking separate times.
Get along, you two.
Did it generate a new link? Fucking shit. Hangout. It's an ad, man.
Yep. I'm here. I'll unpin the old one. In the new one.
You're unfrozen.
Yay!
Yay, Jinx.
For 12 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So y'all can see Jinx's faces when I hit the soundboard buttons.
Like the eye rolling.
Yeah.
Well, next Sunday when I'll pop in for a little while, we'll be in Florida.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I actually got a couple questions for you, Iron.
What's that, sir?
You know the guy that you were talking about that we were going to try to, like, I guess, interview from jail
Oh, yeah.
or prison or whatever?
Dexter. Yeah.
Okay. So from what I gathered from what we were talking about, they charged him with state crimes.
Correct.
But was this in federal court?
No.
Because he literally doesn't have a single record in New York State at all. Like, I can look him up in New York State and he ain't got shit.
Yep. There's no court records at all.
None.
For Dexter? Really?
Yeah, not in New York
You go to
State.
the New York State court records. It's blank.
Yep.
No documentation, no record of court dates, nothing.
All right.
So I mean, I don't know why that would be. I seriously doubt they're sealed records.
I found them on the background check.
Yeah. You found them listed on the background check, but they're not in the New York State. Like, when you go search their court documents, it's not there. I thought I was going crazy, and I sent Jinx the link, and I'm like, tell me if I'm going crazy. Yeah.
Wow, his story was like pretty big to a couple year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were doing space after space after space. I wonder what court he was in. Did you guys do like the local court? Or would he be in the New York State database?
The state database has supposedly covered all the counties.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know,
I guess we could go to the specific county.
Yeah, let me double check for the specific county that's supposed to be in.
Yeah, I was just looking it up to see which county it was in.
But I could have sworn I saw something about Southern District.
Brooklyn, New York. It was convicted in Brooklyn Supreme Court, part of the New York State Supreme Court system in King
Exactly.
County.
Yeah. So it should have shown up on the state records. Yeah, that should have showed up on the state records, and there's nothing. It's literally
Talk
nothing.
about locking someone up and throwing away the key, huh?
Right.
Well, that's what's really concerning, right?
Yeah. I don't know. He's not in prison here.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
I was just trying to look up stuff about him so I knew, like, kind of his situation before I went asking him dumbass questions that the public should already know, kind of thing. And then,
So do you guys want to try to do something like mid-April on that?
Fuck, I got to find his records first so I can even see what the hell. Because what I want to do is
he's in Coxsackie Correctional Facility, COX, Coxsackie. Well, that's a weird name for a prison, but anyway.
It sounds like cocksack. Yeah,
it's a maximum security prison in upstate New York, operated by New York State Department of Corrections.
Is Jen Psaki in charge of it?
But I hear that they have very soft walls and can be like
Yeah.
you can do a lot of damage if you just hit.
But yeah, like for real though,
I'm surprised we didn't hear Jen Psaki saying. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
It's like I didn't understand it. Like, why can't I find his fucking court records? Like, because that all should be public record.
And he was sentenced in May of 2024 to 10 years in New York State prison following his conviction in Brooklyn Supreme Court.
I hear they go through more tea bags in Coxsackie than anywhere else in the country.
Yeah, that makes sense. It must be a bunch of English people there, right?
Indeed.
This is consistent across news coverage, Wikipedia, and related discussions. Note that inmate locations can change due to transfers within the dock systems, but as of the most recent public reports, Coxsackie is where he has been held and interviewed. For the absolute latest official DOCCS inmate lookup would be needed, but public sources point here. That's wild, though. Could it be a case of one district not participating in the state court system? I don't know. Or the state record system?
I mean, according to their own website, like the Kings County Supreme Court, according to their own website, I believe it. Hang on, let me make sure. Make sure I read this right.
And I wonder if you could look up whether he is an inmate at Coxsackie Correctional Facility. Cox, C-O-X, Sackie, S-A-C-K-I-E is all one word. I could
it is.
Yeah. So according to their own website, they link to the website that I did the search on for their records.
Wow. Do you have to pay for those records when you search them up?
No, they were free.
Inquisition says that all of his case numbers, indictments, and dockets are all sealed by Justice Phyllis Chu.
But why?
Yeah, why?
I didn't think you could just seal records.
That'd be
for
an
no
interesting
apparent
question.
reason.
That'd be maybe an interesting question to find out, right?
Hell, I almost wonder if he even knows his records are sealed.
You know, given the amount of money that was raised, Sippy, I'd be really surprised if he's not aware of that. Unless he's just got really bad lawyers. Because, I mean, they raised, like, what, $200 and something thousand for his legal defense?
I got no clue.
Yeah.
Well, no,
We did find out.
If you look at his GoFundMe, they raised more than $200,000 for him.
We did find out that
They don't have to disclose why. They just seal them. I'm sorry, but this kind of case, it's very strange to seal the records of a man in his 50s. Weapons-based felonies.
That's a registered Democrat, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there.
He is, yes.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Very strange.
Right? I'm so very confused.
It's very strange to me to seal records. Usually they seal records for like
minors and shit. Yeah.
Minors, like things that are sensitive.
Yeah.
Well, my thoughts are like that maybe we raise those questions like we could, I don't know, you guys could do a post or we could write an article about him or something. And that could lead up to a space with him if you guys want to have one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to have it. I just wanted to do my due diligence, be a little bit knowledgeable.
Maybe I can see
of
if Grizzly and Carl will get in a space. Maybe they can answer some of those questions. Would it inform like what you'd ask in a space with him, or?
Well, yeah, I don't want to ask him something that's already been kind of like flushed out in court, right? I want to ask him like new and like try to brainstorm with him on stuff maybe he hasn't tried yet. Putting different eyes on stuff really does help a lot. But I'd need to know what has already been tried, and I don't even know how the fuck to see that if the records are sealed.
That's very odd that the records are sealed. And I know my buddy Dead President Show, he tried to call Harmeet about this, and she's not taking his calls. I think she's just too busy. So he worked with her before, so he hasn't heard anything back. I even texted back and forth with him earlier today, and he's like, I haven't even thought about this. He's in babyland. He's got a 2-month-old. So
oh god, yeah.
He's like, what? I'm sleeping, and he got a new job. A bunch of his coworkers got laid off, but he got hired on full time. So he's busting ass, and it's as much overtime as he wants. So it's really, he hasn't even been on X in probably a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Shit, I hadn't been on X.
We were just texting, and I was like, I haven't heard from her. He's like, but I'll make sure to reach out to her again 2 more times this week. So I wanted to try that, because if they would get on if Harmeet would get on a space, that'd be amazing.
I don't know that we'd be able to get her on a space, but maybe. You never know unless you ask, right? But Jinx, did you ever get a surprised face emoji or anything from her?
No, I got nothing.
Wow. I think it's incredible, all these people that knew this guy that really raised his story up, and for someone who just likes to tootle around with 3D printing, who's now in prison for 10 years for a law that got passed, and he got charged with, the law wasn't even a law when he got charged, is my understanding.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, fucking retroactively charged
me about the whole thing.
But also, you keep saying 3D printing. I saw nothing in his story about 3D printing. He was actually machining, which is different, but
well, it was a little bit of both, is my understanding. That's just the way Joe Lanu has described it. So,
I never actually saw them mention 3D printing at all on the stuff that I read.
It's like Joe tries to make it understandable to a common audience, kind of thing. It's kind of like 3D printing guns, essentially.
Yeah, kind of, not
really. Probably some nuance there, but yeah.
What he was doing, he was buying the unfinished lowers, and then he was machining them down, what they call ghost guns, right?
Okay.
So he was machining them down and making them like the finished lowers, but those aren't illegal because they're not.
Well, and he never even tested them, right? He hadn't
even shot a lot of them
in his house.
Yeah, he hadn't even shot a lot of them.
Right.
Which is kind of the same ish situation. Hell, I'm in. I've only shot one of mine. I've got a couple of them though.
I don't think you live in a state that's going to put you behind bars just for messing around with stuff like this, as a hobby.
Oh no, they
first, second, and third degree criminal possession of a weapon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we can't read any of the court records for some odd fucking reason.
Yeah. Inquisition says, so from what I'm seeing, if you contact the courts as an advocacy group, they apparently will have to disclose them or give the full order as to why they will not.
Would you guys be okay if I created a group chat with Joe and Grizzly and Carl and the 3 of you guys on this to just ask some of these kind of questions, because they may already know, or maybe we could say, hey, when's everybody available, and jump on a quick 15-minute space or something and try to get it planned.
Don't we already have
maybe they could get you guys the court records that have been sealed.
Yeah, don't you already have why don't you just add them to that other one that we already have?
Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, just change the name to it.
Yeah, because I already had that one pinned. So if you make a new one, then I'll have to unpin the other one and then pin this one, and it's too much work.
Okay. All right, you're talking about the Liberty X one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that tonight, and then I'll tag Grizzly and tell him why. Well, let me tag them all and tell them, hey, I'm going to add you guys to this group chat first, just to be polite,
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll get some traction on that this week.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very fucking strange.
be an interesting space, but apparently with Joe said, hey, even if we just have a space with them, I guess he looks forward to them because it's how it's a mental toll on somebody after a while.
Yeah.
Being locked up every night and,
He still has 6 more years on his minimum sentence.
Yeah, we'll do the space with videos so I can show him all my 3D printed thingies.
Oh, there you go. If he can even get on that, my understanding is Carl has a way to connect his phone call from the institution.
For him.
Okay.
But it might be possible to set up video if we have time.
Nah, I don't think.
Because I've seen him on a live video stream. I don't know how they made that happen.
I don't know if that's necessary. I was just joking, but yeah. I mean, like the inmates, they'll have like computers they can go to, and they can do video calls on them a lot of times.
Right.
I don't know about in New York.
Well,
but
I bet he'd enjoy talking back and forth with you about it because apparently he's that same engineering mind you've got. So.
Yeah.
Might give him a little solace from what he's living through every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this, guys. We'll get some traction on that this week, and hopefully get that shored up right before. Maybe we'll do it, and I'll be in Florida when that's happening.
Yeah.
Try to get that going. All right, guys.
Yep.
Well, you guys have an amazing evening, and thanks for hosting the space and letting us all come up and talk and chat. And it's always fun hanging out with you guys.
You too.
Absolutely.
And we're on tomorrow night at 7. If you guys aren't doing anything, pop by. It should be a fun space.
Yeah, I may pop by while I'm driving home from work.
Yeah, you always say 7, and then I'm like, okay, 7, and then I'll show up at 7, and I'm like, oh shit, it was 6 my time.
Yeah. It's 6 your time. Yeah. I'll send you a DM 5 minutes before. If you can jump on, great. If you can't, we all have lives, and jobs and all that stuff. So
no, I'm normally just bullshitting. I'm normally just bullshitting out training the dog at that time. So
okay, right on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll talk to y'all soon. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Good to see you, G. Lou and Max and.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
American.
Closing out. We'll be back here on Wednesday. Same time, same place.
Yeah, we changed their times so they match now.
Yeah.
That's
confusing.
right.
All easier.
9:00.
And then
all right, guys. We'll see you then.
I think I'm going to commit a great.
I'm going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good ending. I'm waiting on Jinx. There she goes.